Just to add on to your point, John, I think that is a very important point because now that I recall, there's something which I did that was really out of the norm when I left my role. That was back in September, October, right? So what I did was I started waking up at 6:30 every morning. But when I was having a role, I wake up at 7:30. Now I don't have a role, I wake up 6:30. So it's like crazy for me to do that. So I wake up 6:30 every morning and I went for my run. I just go for my run, do my exercise, spend time in nature, in the park, do breathing exercise, meditation. And there's this very particular activity which I learned as part of my positive psychology, and I thought it was really helpful. There's this thing called just a gratitude walk. So gratitude walk means that you can just take any short stroll. It can be like even within your apartment or at the park, or you just take a walk. Then during that 5 minutes, 15 minutes of walk, just think of 3 things that you feel grateful for. So when I did that for a prolonged period of time, about almost 10 months, it really helped me a lot. As you said, to put our mind in the right space, the body in the right space, and especially for the gratitude part, I started to observe a lot of things that I never see before. Things like what? I walked in the park, I saw people strolling the pets. It was just like a dog coming towards me, wagging the tail. Wow, that's a beautiful morning. Just a sunrise. Very simple things. And when I noticed that, I started to appreciate the smaller things in life that I used to take for granted or I don't even pay attention to. Yeah. So that again reminds me and helped me to stay grounded that yes, we are going through a difficult time. But again, the world is not dark and gloomy. I think that there are still bright sparks and there's still hope and there's still beautiful things. It's just that in the past, maybe we are so wind up, we don't really pay attention to them. But now if you start to pay attention to simple things in your life, you realize that actually you're still quite abundant.
Life is more than your job.
Oh,
Life is more than just your work. And I've been, for a while now, I've been telling colleagues, maybe younger colleagues, that if not for your family and not for your health, then what are we working for? So what if you are working, you're succeeding in life, you earn lots of money, you're successful, but you don't have the health to enjoy your wealth? And what if you don't have people around you like your family to celebrate and enjoy your wealth with? Then what's the point? So I think sometimes we need to remind ourselves that the world is much bigger. Life is much more bigger than what we do for work. And I think that really puts things into perspective for people. And you're so spot on about life can be so limited. Time can be so limited for us in this world. Sometimes you just never know where you're going to go. We assume we wake up tomorrow morning. We assume. But it's not a granted. It's not a given. It's not a bloody given.
Totally. In fact, I believe that, in my opinion, the number one thing that most people take for granted is tomorrow.
Yeah.
We always assume that our eyes will open again and we get to see the sun again. And I remember I used to ask my ex-boss when things were really crazy back in Lazada. She's working crazy hours. I used to ask her and even ask myself, and that question is, if today is going to be my last day, would I still be doing what I plan to do?
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. And I will also add on the quote that a healthy person wants 1,000 things, but a sick person only wants one. When you're healthy, you want to do so many things, right? You want to go here, you want to go there, you want to do this, you want to do that. You want to spend money here, spend money there. But when you're sick, you just want to get better.
Yeah, exactly. Because anything else doesn't really matter at the end.
Yeah, we take our health, we take waking up tomorrow as given, and sometimes it's not always true. So yeah, for those who are listening in, I think, these are my principles in life. When I get heated up on certain things,